Guys, okay, so today I decided that I would make a new video. Melissa isn't here, so I'm all alone, and it was kind of like a spontaneous idea. Anyways, so this is 10 things girls like and dislike about guys. I'm gonna do it by like a personal thing. I mean, I guess every girl's different, we're all kind of confusing. Sorry guys, but okay, so start with the dislikes. And I'm sure many other girls, hate it when guys are like greasy. Like if you have long, greasy, nasty hair, like I'm sorry, but no, it's just gross. Another thing I don't like is when guys have too many piercings. Like if a guy has like his earlobes pierced or whatever, like whatever, but like if a guy's got like his tongue and his eyebrow and like this big thing and no, sorry, no. I think it kind of speaks for itself. Too many piercings, no. Um, Crotch dogs. If I'm sure all you girls out there have met a guy who's constantly trying to get in your pants and everything, and it's like, okay, like if you really want to get with me, how's about you try and get to know who I am instead of just, hey baby, want to do me? Like no, I'm sorry, but we don't want that. A guy who's insulting is also a huge turn off. Like if you're just kidding around with me and whatever, like I don't care. But if you're gonna like come up to me and be like a huge like a-hole and like tell me all these mean insults and stuff, like that's gonna stick with me for a long time, you know, like it's how I am, it's how girls are. Anyways, someone who is clingy. If you're gonna follow me everywhere, like everywhere, it gets kind of annoying and I don't want you to follow me. Okay, I'm sorry, like you might care about me a lot, but like you can make space. Someone who can't hold a conversation. So this can be in two ways. There's a guy who can either constantly talk about the same thing over and over again, like guys who constantly talk about cars and sports, and it's like, okay, like if I'm showing no interest at all, like I'll listen to you talk about whatever you like for a little bit, that's fine. But like I don't want you to talk about it 24/7. Like that's kind of annoying. And also, I once met this guy who would have nonstop compliments. It's like I'd try to tell him something and he'd cut me off to compliment me. And you know, if it's like I'm talking and I know you saying beautiful, okay, thanks, like it's sweet. But let me tell you what I have to say. Don't constantly cut me off, a guy who's smelly. That kind of goes back to the greasy thing. Like, just like wash. Like, I don't want a dirty guy. I don't want to be sitting beside you like smelling you. Like, oh my god, it's gross. Um, I hate when guys like they always talk about girls. That is also kind of annoying because if you are always going to talk about a girl, and it's like, let's say I'm on a date with you and you're constantly talking about a girl, like I'm gonna think you're not into me and that I'm here for no reason. So, like, what's the point of me being with you, you know? Or a guy who never shuts up. I'm a girl. I like to talk. I know basically every girl that I know likes to talk. So if you are constantly gonna talk and never give us time to talk, I'm sorry, but no, it doesn't fly with me, you know. And someone who's dependent. Like, you know, I don't want somebody who's gonna constantly be like, oh hey, wanna go out? I'll be like, yeah, sure. And they'll ask like if I'm paying, or like, oh, will you take me here? Will you take me there? Like, you know, I don't want to be a bride. I don't want to like have to pay for you. Like, do your own thing. Like, I don't want somebody to like depend on me all the time. You know, it's kind of like annoying. Okay, so now for things that I like. Number one, I like it when a guy will compliment you. Like I said before, though, not too much. But if it's like, you know, like, oh, let's say I have a guy, like my boyfriend or something's coming over, then it's like, oh, he walks in the door, I'm kind of expecting him to be like, oh, you look good, instead of just like, making a sandwich. Like, no. um, Number two, I like guys who are tall. I myself am a pretty tall person, so if I like meet a guy who's tall, like automatic turn on. Like I love that. It's great to have guys tall. I also like when people are funny. Like I want you to have a sense of humor. I want to be able to crack jokes with you, and I don't like when people take things so seriously all the time. Like, you know, life's a joke, laugh at it, have a good time. Um, I also like someone who's active. I don't want to like be sitting on the couch all the time. I'm like, oh my god, like, are we gonna do something now? And like, I don't know. I just like to get out and do things. And I know it's kind of odd because like every time I do videos, I'm sitting on my bed, but I do get out and do things, you know, and I think it'd be fun to have somebody to do that with. So, you know, guys, so bring a little take a girl out. I also like when somebody tries his best to see you. Like, I don't like if you're gonna complain and you're constantly texting me, hey, I never see you, I miss you, blah blah blah, and then you blame it on me that we don't see each other. I don't enjoy that very much. So anyways, try and see me the most you can instead of complaining, and I'll try my best to come and see you as well. Number 6, I like someone who has a job, someone who can support himself and like go out somewhere, you know, you can pay. Like, I wouldn't mind taking a guy out and like on a date or something and paying, but I expect the favor to be returned, kind of thing. Number 7, when a guy's flirty, you know, like some people get into a relationship and like it's just like all the fun flirty stuff is like cut, like it's just done. I think that's kind of stupid. Like, you guys are together now. I'm like, I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of cool to like be able to flirt with your boyfriend instead of just like have everything boring. Um, Number 8, when a guy will text you back fast or texts you first. There's nothing cuter than waking up in the morning and having a text that says "Good morning, beautiful" or something like that. You know, it's just a cute thing to do. And like, if I'm like talking to you and you answer me like an hour later, then I kind of feel as if you're not into this conversation. So I don't know. Like, if you're not into what I'm saying, then you can tell me and we'll change the topic. It's fine. But I don't know. I'd rather not be ignored, I guess. Um, Number 8, when a guy's supportive. I don't want somebody to be like, oh baby, your dreams are stupid. Like, oh, you should change your idea of life, whatever. Like, I want somebody who would be like, oh, you want to do that? Okay, go ahead, try it. Like, good job. Anyways, and someone who's comforting. I hate when somebody's like, oh, why are you crying? You're such a baby, blah, blah, blah. Like, if I'm crying, there's most likely a reason for it. So you should be there, and you should be supportive, and I don't know, try to comfort me and calm me down a bit instead of making me feel even worse. Anyways, that was 10 things I like and dislike about a guy. So I don't know if that helps at all. I mean, every girl's different, but I know that a lot of girls will feel the same way about certain things here. So, and some of them are more obvious than others. But anyways, I hope to help. So, goodbye.